population of these graduating students. We welcome you. In case you meet our distinguished members of the extended management this time around, let me quickly run down our personality in our midst today. I start with the Dean Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences. Join me in putting your hands together to recognize and welcome into our midst Professor Anotula Dejiagbola. Put our hands together for her. Thank you very much. You are most welcome. Also in our midst is a distinguished Dean, Faculty of Administration and Management Sciences, Professor Muse Sholanke. Thank you very much. Also in our midst is the Dean, Faculty of Science, popularly known as the Dean, Faculty of Colleges in Olabisi Onabanjo University, because there is no science-based program that will not pass through that faculty in this university. I introduce to you Professor Olutunde Odetunde. Thank you very much. I equally have in our midst a distinguished scholar. Those days, once you allow birds to eat the rice planted in the mini campus, your mark is being eaten up then. In person of the Dean Faculty of Agricultural Production and Rural, am I right? Renewable Resources, yeah. Thank you very much. As I introduce to you, Professor Joda from Crop Production. Yeah, he's an expert in rice production. Thank you very much. You are most welcome, sir. Also in our midst is the Dean Faculty of Arts, Professor Babajide Dasaolu. You are most welcome. Also in our midst, our distinguished graduate of today. I have the man that is always connecting this university to any developmental programs or connection or connectivity within and locally and internationally. I introduce to you the Director of Partnership and Linkages in Olabisi Onabanjo University. I introduce to you Professor J.S. Ashidi. Thank you very much. Also in our midst is the personality in charge of the security architecture of this great university, Mr. Rashid Adekunle. Thank you very much. The Deputy Registrar in charge of Student Affairs, the personality that has been managing your affairs while on campus here, and the Directorate of Student Affairs there, I have Mr. G.B.A. Shuaga. Thank you very much. You are very much welcome, sir. Another distinguished Deputy Registrar is quite by his side there, Mrs. Kukoyi Abiodun. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming. Then Faculty Officer, Basic Medical Sciences. Am I right? Thank you very much, Mrs. Akoni. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate you. Another Principal Assistant Registrar there, who is the Faculty Officer, Faculty of Law, Mrs. Adelakun. Tunayo Adelakun. Am I right? Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I wanted to, the glass is, it's going into a session. I wouldn't allow that to deceive me this afternoon. I could see my very distinguished Deputy Registrar in charge of Senate Affairs in Olabisi Onabanjo University, Mrs. Florence Onoyinka. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Of course, protocol officer there, please, can you furnish me with the other personality there? The glasses are, I call it deceiving me. So. Oh, thank you very much. Prof, you sat here at the other time, now, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, that was a very amiable, distinguished scholar, a professor of education, if I'm not mistaken, and currently the Director of Quality Assurance in Olabisi Onabanjo University. That's the only person that shares the first name with our amiable Vice-Chancellor, Professor Ayodeji Ifegbeson. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. And of course, I could see my colleagues from Corporate Affairs, Mr. Kunle Olayeni, Mrs. Shonwumi, Mrs. Adekogbe, and of course, our own Eyinju Oluwa. These are the people in charge of public relation activities in Olabisi Onabanjo University, which we usually call a very fundamental management function in Olabisi. Put our hands together for this personality. Then without them, because you know, those of you that are familiar with TikTok, before you leave here, just go into 92.1, put it in the app of, TikTok app. The first thing you will see there is 92.1. It's either you see the Vice-Chancellor talking or commissioning or doing cutting of, turning of sword. These are the people that always do their work efficiently and effectively. I introduce to you the media team from 92.1 OOU, the radio, OOU radio, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you very much. We'll communicate their details, identity to you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Mr. Emmanuel from the Deputy Vice-Chancellor's office is equally very much around and not leaving behind the special assistant to the Deputy Registrar Senate Affairs, Mr. Showumi. We appreciate you for giving that support to our very distinguished Deputy Registrar. I appreciate also our team from ICT for doing wonderfully well in the course of this convocation ceremony. Thank you very much. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, once again, these are our students, our graduating students. Of course, they are representing others, and I'm very sure before you know here today, everything will be communicated to those that are not yet here. Thank you very much. As I welcome you once again to the Vice Chancellor interactive session with our graduate. Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together for the Vice Chancellor of this great university, who will now give his address. Thank you, sir.
The principal officer of the university, and other members of Senate, members of the university community are present. My dear graduates, you are one of the luckiest ones that be able to get to the top. A round of applause for yourself. Not all of you that started actually graduated. We know the number that we actually admitted. We don't normally admit less than 7,000. So which means about 1,000 of you did not graduate with yourselves. So give yourself a round of applause. So it's one of the chapters of life. Each section has been concluded. Whichever degree or class of degree that you acquired, either first class or 2-1 or 2-2 or third class or pass, that will not determine your future. You have completed a race. You are starting another race. What will determine what you are going to be in life will start almost immediately after you have your certificates, either on Thursday or Friday. What you are able to do with it is what will determine your life. 2, don't ever get discouraged, whichever the class of degree that you have. Right? And the third one, don't ever blame yourself for what you have. It is what the environment threw at you that you are able to acquire at that time. If you go through the system once again now, you might probably do better. So don't ever blame yourself for whatever reason. It has come and it has gone. The fourth one, that whatever position or whatever situation you find yourself, always give thanks to God that spared your life to see today. Some that even want to be first class or second class or 2-1, whatever, and they are no more, what do you do to that? Some might also be very good. They might not be that fond at that time, and they don't have any means of pursuing their education, and they're not with you. So there are so many conditions that might change the function of whichever class of degree that you have. So what is important is that you don't blame yourself at all, whatever you have at the end of the day. If you look around you, it is the commitment that will determine where you are going. You must also have vision. What do I want to become in life? That passion is what will determine what you are going to become. Have a timeline for yourself. In so years, where do you want to find yourself? And you work towards it. Have an ambitious program, very ambitious one, and try to work towards it. And take a step at a time. For those above you, ask questions. Don't just believe you know all. Ask questions. Whichever pathway you want to follow, ask for guidance. People have done it before. If it takes them 5-10 years to reach the goal, they can tell you how you can get there within the shortest period of time. So it's always better for you to have a mentor. Look at somebody within and outside that you can look up to and say how you are going to make it in life. My prayer is that all of you will be greater than all, with all of us that are seated here. But you need to work towards that goal. Right? So, this is a time to be joyous, but at the same time, it's time to reflect. Because you are starting another chapter of your life. You'll start going to camp. Camp is not a place where you start looking for a wife and husband. The period of time there is short. Don't waste your life there. You are not even sure you are going to see yourself after that 1 year of camp. And so what is important is to focus on your career. If you want to go for your master's, start reading during this period. There are so many area of specializations. Take the one that will take you to where you are going. This reverse has input in you the 3 years I kept on saying all the time. The degree in your hand will allow you to further your education. What you have inputted in you can make you an employer of labor. If at the time that I want to start to work almost immediately, it will also allow you to be employable. So whichever pathway you want to follow almost immediately, this is a time to reflect on it. The student affairs they're not just there for you to just graduate. You can see get back to them in function and ask questions. You can get back to your department, your lecturers, and ask questions. Where you have gone to do your COS, you can ask questions if there are areas of interest that will also guide you appropriately. If you also want to be an entrepreneur, this is the time to start. You start small. Get to them in entrepreneurship unit. They will guide you as appropriate. Are we there? So I will pause here. We want to also hear from you. We have spent 4 years here. We have spent 5 years. We have spent 6 years. Anywhere somebody has been to for 4 years, for 5 years, everything cannot be rosy. Some will be better. Now, some time that you think of even leaving this school, that it doesn't worth it to be here. And there's some time that you love to be here all the way. And there's some time that, so, how I feel, it is better than this. So we allow you to express your mind. So that those that are coming behind you can also learn. We can correct those things. We might not know. We are not aged, we are human like you. We are also not perfect. And there's no system that's also perfect. And part of the ways by which we can improve is to get the feedback from you. And we can use that to correct ourselves, to correct the system, so that the younger ones that are coming behind you will also benefit immensely. And the system can continue to run perfectly to the dreams of all of us seated here. We are the father to all of you here. And we are the mothers of all of you. So please be free to ask questions. It doesn't affect your degree anymore. So don't be afraid. Nobody don't be afraid that, oh, if I talk now, they might not be able to give me what I want. That has gone. That is why we are choosing this day to hear directly from you. You can see that these are your guys, you know them. They are your Danes, they want to hear from you. Some of us might not even have opportunity of meeting me or meeting any of the police officers seated here. But we are here with you today. So you can ask all questions that you need. The campus journalists are also here. The 92.5 FM is also here. So they will also want to hear from you. They will also throw questions to you for you to also answer their questions. And from there, don't forget the type of question they are going to ask to your deans that are here, the type of question they are going to ask you today is not the type of question they ask in the class. Write this 5 minutes, 5 marks. Describe. Have we? List. Discuss. So we are not discussing now, we are not describing, we are not listing. We are only gisting, have we? Among ourselves. We want to learn from you. You have also learned from us. Okay. So who's to be the first to talk? Okay, so we'll allow virtually all of you to talk. I know that some of you might be shy. We need to make sure that everybody speaks here. All of you will have one experience, one or the other, that we can also share from.
Thank you so much, sir. God bless you, sir, for this great honor to hear from the student. Because virtually, okay. After this, can I ask questions?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Virtually, my education experience because I actually entered it. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, distinguished panels. All right. The Vice Chancellor, sir. Good afternoon to you, sir. Ma, good afternoon. Good afternoon. So, my name is Bicroft Daniel. Um, Graduating class of Faculty of Administration and Management Science, accounting to be precise. Okay. My education experience, it's like you said, sir, it's surely not be rosy. We will all have ups and downs. Um, uh, Many a time the students have had financial issues. Is one thing that always cut across their education, because many issues we see here is financial issues. I've faced financial issues too. That's why okay, I had to move into the tech industry because we can't do things that are unlawful. Actually, is against. So I had to move into the tech industry and all, and God helped me. I was doing well. But one thing I want to say is what really affects students is that, and during the time I've been going to classes, there's been a feedback system. Okay, basically there are also issues with when it comes to results, being a way to get the feedback directly, like having fast response of feedback. Because there are many times that we may face issues, and also the classes too, because there can be some classes issues like that. Because they can tell me, I can be informed that there is a class now and class has been changed, and those things do really affect students, because to get to a point that the classes will have to be rushed. They are there, they are available to learn and to learn at their own pace. Some people they don't assimilate things fast. So the surge of exam is close. Yeah, let me read. That do affect grades. Affects grades a lot. So that space, that duration of classes, and not cutting classes, one things that do affect. Like I also said, the result. Another thing is the portal issue. Portals have been having issues. Have been having a little issue. Though the portal has been working now, but there are some little times that it can just have a little surge. Can have a little surge. We don't. I don't actually know why. The portal is good, but it can have a little surge, and it can just affect some things. Some let's just say if they are applying for something, can just backfire. There can be a little minor discrepancy, but then again, it's it's solved. But the response time is there is always a long distance, and it usually affects the student. Another thing again, I would say that affected me is transportation. Today that I was coming, all the way from I had to stand in the sun. The sun had to beat me because there was no proper transportation available, because I had to enter many campus. There was no proper transportation available. One thing that affected me. But apart from all those things that affect, because we can ask majority of the students, they will all have their own part to say. Some people, hey, it's not an issue. Some people will just be angry that this, that. They will start blaming the executives. They are not doing that. And majorly, it may not be that. It may just be the feedback system. The feedback system, being able to get direct response from them, and their problems being solved on time. Because it do affect academic experience. It affects academic experience a lot. And one thing students are facing. They are facing it a lot. Um, then and again, yes, I've spoken about the classes duration, the classes availability, and those. So they are just all those. Those are based on mine. Others that I've seen, God bless you, sir, they've been solved. They've been solved. Thank you so much, sir. They've been solved. Others that I've seen. So, but those are just the ones that.
Sorry, before you draw the mic, what are the others that you have seen that have been solved?
One thing is the environmental standard, because I've been seeing improvements actually. Um, okay, the network to that is being solved. Another thing is okay, the uh, let me try to think of it. Is there need for me to go in, or I should just
No, say it. We are free. That, I want to hear.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm interested in all the whole story.
Okay. Um, Sometimes some lectures are not in detail, but I've seen you've been having Senate meetings. I've seen that there have been some little changes. Basically, that's what me I've seen. There have been some little changes with the lectures. The food system and the I've seen changes. I don't know if they've been meetings, but I've seen changes. And what else again? Oh, the security, I've seen changes too. I've seen the mode of operation in which it's being operated. I've seen changes. But let me stop this side. It's no
It's okay.
problem. It's not.
Thank you very much. So, give to the man in glasses.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. So my name is Comrade Olayera Peace, graduating student of Urban and Regional Planning Department, Ibogun campus. So basically, I have nothing much to say because since I resumed to Ibogun campus, there are some what's it called? We have some challenges in our classes, but, and as at now, it has been solved. So the challenges are the fact, the likes of we not having conducive classrooms, absence of chairs and tables. Sorry, drawing tables and stools actually. Also, what's it called? Lack of building. We don't have whereby we are FA department students, we have to start sharing classrooms. And with that, we don't meet up with our classes. But as at when I was in 400 level, due to the fact that we are our sets, the departmental stakeholders and present executives with the HOD then was Dr. Dada. So we had to come together to try to provide solutions to the issues that have been happening, which actually enable us to have a better aid. Even okay, and there was this time whereby our roof was having issue then. I was aware, whereby we had to wrote a letter. I mean, we wrote a letter to the office of the vice chancellor, and in which that one too was solved by the vice chancellor. Thank you very much for that, sir. So, moving on, I'm going to be speaking for um, Ibogun generally. We have like we don't have security, like we lack security, not inside the school campus mainly, but then when having classes, we have some people entering the school campus, the like of thugs, cultists, and the likes, disturbing our students. And that was because we don't have a perimeter fence. But now that there is an ongoing construction of the large 750 seaters hall and the construction of the perimeter fence is, is ongoing. So I think with that, the issue of them coming in, intruding the campus is going to stop. So, and lastly, we all know Ibogun is a village. So, and I know it takes, like, it's going to take a whole lot of period or time for this thing I want to mention to be solved. But I'm pleading if there can be a solution as soon as possible. I know it's not something that is very easy to do. If the school management can actually liaise with the government and we've been on this issue since the tenure of Senator Modesi, the former SCG president. We have the bad road that we have from Hifo down to Ibogun. It is very terrible. Let's assume we like had it been the road is a good road. Let's say we like the distance from that place, from Hifo to Ibogun. Like it shouldn't be nothing less than with car, maybe 10 minutes, 9 minutes. We can use maybe 15 minutes, 1 hour, and then if it is bike, you use 20 minutes. And while using bike on that bad roads, students do fall and they get injured. And most of the students don't actually prefer boarding bus or vehicles at the at the bus stop because of time. So, and if that can be done by, if the government can do that for us, I'm very sure that there will be more civilization to Ibogun, and it will increase the it will increase the, what's it called, the learning environment of our campus is going to be increased, and in which it will bring in more people to invest, and so that our students can also have much more things to involve in, the likes of and like this ago, whereby we have many things from like the our students are actually involved in social activities and all, whereby we don't have that in Ibogun. So that's it. Thank you, sir.
Next person. Pass it to the next person.
Good afternoon, sirs. Good afternoon, ma. Observing all existing protocol, I am Comrade Tolani Sodek Banwo from the Department of Political Science. Yes, sir, I just want to pinpoint two things during my stay in Olabisi Onabanjo University. And number one is consigning the ICT. The ICT are doing a very good job, sir. I have a friend, I was assistant class rep during my undergraduate days, and I have a friend, a weekday student. He had several issues with his portal because of results. They were not there from 200 level, and he brought the issue to HOD. Countless times I will be with them, we'll go to the ICT together. Either it's not getting sorted today, we have to come back tomorrow, or HOD will say we should come back so time. So it was a whole lot of back and forth then, but eventually it got sorted before we graduated, sir. So I feel that the world has been in a digital age. I mean, now we all know what AI does and what everybody else is doing in the technology era. And I feel we can impute that into the system where we don't naturally need to be present at the ICT to get most of the stuff done. If we can fill our custom from our houses, the same way we can get the back statement just from our bank app, I feel we can also do a little better concerning that, sir. And yes, sir, the second thing that I want to make mention of is consigning where the staff of some non-teaching staff feel because they are the landlord or landlady and they will scare you with, your leadership is at stake. Yes, sir, I was in 200 level and I had several encounters with landlords in Agowe, and it's not because I'm a comrade and I will just eventually go and cause trouble intentionally. No, sir. These were obvious things that, if any other person came with me to the spot, they will know that, oh, no, a landlord shouldn't be doing this in Agoy. But I feel like people of in school, I don't know more in school. Your studentships are saying, oh, Bawalagon, this, and that. And I feel like because they know that the students' rights, about they know school, about them, there's nothing that the school can do to them because they feel that the students' rights is limited. So that's what I feel, that if the school can help us make sure that, in fact, they should not even scare the students with their studentship. If the student is right, yes, sir, what caused the issue then was light and water, sir. I have 8 a.m. classes. I have to wake up as early as possible. And there were lights throughout that week. But then the landlord kept turning off the lights. And I was not the only one at home. Others were scared to speak up. I'm a comrade and we don't keep calm in this part of the world. Daddy, mommy, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tọ́ mi fún wa látànà. Ṣé àsọ̀run lé ní daddy bá wa tán ìmọ̀ pa máa lọ sí class. That was just the only statement I made then, and it got escalated. Ìwọ nìkan ló wà nílé ni táwọn tó kú náà wá sọ, the rest should come just, and the rest were scared to come outside to talk. But me, I will hear my opinion because I feel like if I'm paying for this house that I'm staying, then my services are meant to be 100%. Thank you, sir.
Yes, the next person. No, don't worry. Just say whatever you have. Eh? Okay, you are not yet graduated. Don't worry. Pass it to the next person. I understand. Don't worry. Eh?
He has something to say.
Okay, we can talk now if you have something to say. Don't worry. We are all in the no. So you are protected. Give it to us. Since he has something to say, let us talk. Okay, what you do, don't worry. I'll pass paper to you, write it and send it to me. Yes, go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
You are not under cross-examination. You are not doing exam at all. So be free. Let your mind be at rest.
I really appreciate this honor from the Vice-Chancellor, sir. I really appreciate. My name is Sholani Michael. I'm a student of Faculty of Art and Social Sciences Department.
That's it.
What I want to say, sir, is that firstly is on the portal. I want to address the what's happening on the portal, the issues on the portal, because we don't have response, we don't have feedback on the portal, because when we go to the portal, it will be showing this um it will be showing ZZZ. Yeah, thank you. It will be showing ZZZ, or this network is not available, because if we want to um check our result and forms, it will be showing network. No, this service is not available or recognized, and the issues on transportation. The issue on transportations is is really bad, sir. The issues on transportations and electricity. The issues on transportation, the money we spend on transportations and electricity, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma. Thank you so much for hosting this wonderful program, sir. Really appreciate. I'm Comrade Akimade Ayomide from Science and Technology Education. One thing I noticed, or what I've experienced from this school is, I guess some lecturers are doing partialism. There are times I'll be having lecture in another department or another course. After finishing a lecture, sir, want to go and attend another lecture. They tell us none of their own business because they are still lecturing in class. So they will lecture some pure student. I mean, I'm an education student, so I'm having some courses with some pure science students. So the lecturing is the science students why they leave us alone to attend our own education course in our own faculty, and that is partialism to me. It's unfair. So I have to treat us equally because we all pay for the service. And second, about the ICT, there are times we have to message some officials in ICT for some problem. It will take like a week or 2 weeks before they get back to us on WhatsApp because we can't move down from wherever we are. Sometimes I might be in Lagos State and I need something very important in Ago way. They have to respond to us quickly so that they can help us to settle our issue. But sometimes it take up to a week or 2 weeks before we are responded to. Please, sir, help us to find solution to that, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sorry, don't sit down yet. You mentioned two things that are very important, but I want you to elaborate on that. The first one is unclear to me. You, as a science education student,
Yes, sir.
you go to science to attend lectures.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when is it that the timetable clashes?
Sometimes, like, it will be 1 hour, 2 hours class per each course.
Okay,
So some edu courses they are clashing with science courses. But within those period, I have to use 1 hour in science course. So after 1 hour, I have to inform the lecturer that, sir, we're having an edu course also. We have to attend our own faculty. The next thing is none of their own business that their own
so
time.
is it that you don't have the timetable beforehand?
We have the timetable, sir.
Do
And
you complain?
yes, sir.
Okay,
The edu course is a general course for all edu students.
I know.
So we faculty, the class rep,
yes.
we have met with our own level advisor. So they have to pick a day that will convenience for all other course reps also for their own courses. And it's clashing with our own course in science department. Whenever we complain in science, they told us none of their own business.
The second one, you mentioned Potter.
No, sir. I said
I know you said
ICT
Potter.
feedback, not yes, sir. That when the time we message some officials on WhatsApp on ICT from ICT, like it will take like a week or 2 weeks for them to respond back to us.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, next one.
Good afternoon, sirs. Good afternoon, ma. My name is Dejagbola Inkosola Esther. Standing on the protocol, I want to first of all thank the Vice-Chancellor and other administrative bodies. My stay in school, although it wasn't very easy, but I give God the glory. I just want to talk about two things. I'm from engineering faculty, computer engineering. In our side in Ibogun, we are battling with two things: lack of classrooms, especially the chairs and the table. Most times the chairs are usually broken, and the normal chair allows 6 students. Most times we are 8 on the chairs, sometimes 9, and it's not always convenient for us. 2, the fans are not always working. We've complained, but there was no feedback, no response. Then the second thing I also wanted to complain about is lights. We don't really have lights in the Ibogun campus. Sometimes 6 months, thereabout, we don't have lights. Students have to find a way of charging their appliance. Even in school, there's a number of times they switch on the generator. And once that is done, they switch it back off. Once the appliance is dead, students will still look around for where they will charge. Thank you.
Yeah, you can go ahead and talk. Why are you passing it?
No, I want there are 6 students.
Okay, you are
Student journalists.
student journalists. They are not student journalists. Are you student journalists? They are with the comrades. Are we?
Good day, sir.
You need to be with senior comrades. I understand.
Good day, sir. My name is Ajayi Godsmessy from the Department of Sociology, Faculty of Social Sciences. All right. While I was on campus, the challenges I faced, the first challenge I faced in 100 level, my first semester, but I think it has been improved and worked upon already. It's not like before. Then first semester, we had the challenge, the ICT issue, which affected my result and a couple of others. I believe some results were amended and changed, if I'm correct. But mine, I remember then, I think I had almost a C parallel, whereas I want to believe I knew what I did. I met with some lecturers, wrote to the departments, wrote to the ICT, but there was no changes. I think I had about 2.38 in my CGPA then. Graduating with a second class upper now. Glory to God. So that case then was a very terrible case. They said, I think there was an issue with the ICT and results could not be found. They rectified the issue, but it did not really reach out to others. And I think a year after, we heard that this same issue still like came up again. So I think this is something that should be looked upon so that students will not classify failure with, okay, it is the fault of the ICT or the fault of the school, so that if there's any failure from any part of the student, they can own up to their failure. Yes, sir. Secondly, I think another challenge I faced while on campus is the issue with transportation. But we understand that this is as a result of the number of buses, number of students, and the fraction between those. I think these are just the challenges I face while on campus. Thank you, sir.
All right. You can give it to the campus journalists if you want to ask question now. Okay. All right. So before we come to you, let's start with the students themselves. They've told us so many things. This is part of why you are trained. You have given us the problem, you must give me the solutions. So start with the first person. Give me the probable solutions that you think you have. It might not be correct, but let's hear from you. We might also get one or two things. The ways you think it can be solved, if you are in my shoe.
Money, sure, you do. Sure, you do.
Don't worry, just say it the way it comes to your mind.
I've not really thought of it. So actually, but concerning the feedback, all I feel is they should prioritize what the students have to say because it's their academics. They should really prioritize it because most students, okay, that's what normally happens. But they feel that their voice is not heard, so why should they really care? That kind of thing. That if you call for anything, they won't really want to come. They won't because they'll be like, voice, our voice is not heard, so what are we looking for there? Let's face our own thing. See, it looks as if the school system is against them because their voice is not heard. So I feel that that feedback system it can be improved. It can be a fast process. I may not really have the
Sorry, so what you are trying to say is that we should have a suggestion box,
it's something like that
virtually all the department and
that
faculties.
they can be suggestions can be really taken. They can have their own mind of what how they want things to be. The improvement and students that are quick to see problems and they also know the solution. So if you can have a problem and how they can solve it, though it may not be based on leadership and mind, it may not be some may be unreasonable. But if you can just filter those that they are reasonable, then use like a mind box to wrap everything together into one single idea. If the student they've created their own solution already, so that will very to be very very plausible, to be workable, and it will be able to advance it even more faster than even what you can imagine. So that's an idea. About the whole portal issue, I don't know because that is a big issue. It also affected my results also. A course that I didn't register for, I think I moved it on the course form and it's showing F. I'm like, ow. And I had is F that kind of thing. That kind of thing. What did I do? So I don't really know about that. I don't know about that. I think there can be improvement on it. But like I said, it's just like the reporter can just faint and come back again. Just all of a sudden. You don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So
Is it doing the examination you are talking about?
no, it's not necessarily doing the examination. It can be some minor issues. Like what I said, the course I removed it because we were told to remove it, and finding it in my it was not in my course form. This is course form. It's not there. So all those kind of things, and there are lots. There are
Sorry,
lots
it's not in your course form, but you see it in your results.
the results, yes.
Okay.
As yes. So all those kind of things is I don't really know, but I know you have the knowledge, sir. I've not gotten there. I'll get it.
You'll soon be there.
So I'll get there. So it's just the solution now, sir.
It's all right. So pass it to them there. Let them start giving us the solution one by one. You mentioned what to talk about. We've listed
Okay.
Tell us in your way, how do you think we can solve those problems?
All right. Good day, sir. The challenge I spoke about was the first one was about the ICT issue during our examinations and the results. Um, the first semester I had that they could not attest for our results. I think about two batches of results were released, and it was a different thing. I think so certain times some challenges cannot you have to pass through some challenges, but I think it is the way we react to those challenges that matters the most. I don't know if it is possible for maybe make up exams for people that are sure of what they have done. I really don't know, but like myself then, I've seen that kind of result knowing what I did and what I worked for. Even a lecturer was one of my lecturers told me to my face that, oh, he knows the kind of student I am. Even the test over 30, a lot of people did not even have 20 something over 30. I had 20 something over 30 in one of the courses. In the exam over 70, they told me I had 7. Yes, so it was that bad, 2.38 then. But the next semester it was better. I think I had a GP of 4.6, which took my GP back up. But I think like maybe make up exams so that people that are sure of what they've done, they can actually prove it that okay, yes, I really read for this exam and I can show for it, I can attest to it. But like ourselves now, nothing much can be done to it. We cannot change what has happened. So, but for the people that are coming behind us, so that they will not pass through these same things. And for the transportation issue, if maybe buses can be bought or maybe donated, I really don't. I think this would really improve the transportation issues we're having on campus. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Comrade.
My challenges I talked about the other time, I think I've preferred a solution to each and every one of what I mentioned. But part of what she mentioned earlier, which was the likes of the amenities in classrooms, lacks of fans and sockets to make it more conducive to receive our lectures. So, but other ones have been adjusted. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Still standing on all existing protocol. I made mention of I made a complaint concerning ICT whereby I feel we most students, I just feel we necessarily don't need to be present at the ICT all the time to get some little things sorted. If yes, I'm not a website builder, but I'm an automation specialist, and I know to an extent how they can make the portal a way that if you want to, the same way somebody can fill leave of absence, all those things on the portal. Same way I also feel there are some things that can be done. I know that it can be done, but I just don't know why is it not like that. Because there are other apps too that if you want to make a complaint, we can call directly. We know who to call if it's a bank app. But concerning the portal, we don't know who to call when we want to make some things on the portal, sir. So I leave that to the ICT people, sir. Now, sir, concerning the part where I made mention of the students' rights, I don't know particularly how to go about that, but I feel like the students' rights just need to be more profound and more to be lauded. It was Comrade Feyi that year, the Emeritus SUG president. I also want to thank the VC for giving the students, government credibility on and off campus, because there are some stuff that does not get to the school before they are being sorted amicably. But because they know that once the issue gets to school, they are going to student affairs. We do this, we do that. But because they just don't know that, if the school actually stands behind the student, I feel like our students' rights first, regardless of what happens outside the campus. So that's what I feel about that, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. The solutions I want to say about the issues faced by the student is the need to manage the challenges and the problems on financial issues, transportation, network issues, and having a conducive environment, sir. Thank you, sir.
What do you mean by conducive environment? What do you mean by conducive environment?
Um,
Make yourself clearer. Don't worry. Just say it.
eh,
What are the things that you want to see that will make you to say that this environment is conducive?
um, Presence of having good fan, AC.
Go ahead. There's nothing bad in that.
Lecture room, large lecture room, sir. Having
Where? Where? In education. Are you not from education?
I'm a
Outside.
comment- Yes, sir.
You need large lecture theater. Okay. So that what would that one do? I want to learn. What would that one do for you?
For all students, sir.
Yes, now what is it going to do? I know it's for all students.
Uh, Presence of large lecture room that will be large enough for all students to not it is not a room, it's not an environment that is bombarded with too much students, sir.
No, I'm not sure we have that kind of problem in education. That's why I'm asking. Because you have a dedicated lecture theater, which lecture theater too, that education students use. So I don't know which lecture theater you are talking about. I also know that you have 250-seater all of there, two of them. So
I'm not sure, sir.
in that your faculty, you are not sure. Do you go to class at all? So if you go, you'll be sure now. Because I spent 4 years there. And I'm telling you what is there.
Education is okay, but I don't know about the other.
Okay, education is okay now. Okay, pass it to stay, don't worry. That's your said boy.
Thank you very much, sir. About the first issue of we treating people unfairly, the unfairness part. I don't know how we can solve this, sir, but
Don't worry, just say it.
our edu course is very, very important to us because we edu students generally we do offer the course, and also the courses in science department is also very, very important also. But one thing I know is people that are offering edu course, they are all edu students. We have total number of students more than people offering in science. Maybe they can just adjust the day or the time for we edu students so that it won't clash with our courses at education. That's just the first one. And about the ICT, the feedback from ICT, I guess they should appoint like 2 or 3 people to interact online with people that message. You should have social media platform like WhatsApp number. So they just link their device to each phone or the laptop they are using. So that whenever someone message, there'll be a quick response to that.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. For the lack of funds, we can repair actually we are an engineering student, so to save money and to save cost, we can actually get ourselves together, our students together to repair the fans. And if they are not being able to be repaired, we can get new ones. And likewise for the chairs and table too. We can mobilize ourselves to repair it. And if it is not something that can be repaired, we can actually get equipment to do new ones. Since it's an engineering faculty and we have a workshop. And sir, I also forgot something earlier. Ambulance. I'll give an instance. Well, during one of those exams, a girl fainted. So, and there was no way we could get her to the health center. She had to be backed to the health center. And they don't give her first aid treatment. They had to refer her outside the school. So since there was no way of movement, they had to call her parent that was in another state to come get her. So if that can be provided for us, we'll be very grateful, sir.
Okay. You can see that some of these problems will be solved by you. So people they don't really need to start complaining. They have workshops there, so they can get chairs at table. Actually, I was doing some calculation here. I want to be sure that what I have is actually correct. I have statistics on my phone here. A URP 500 level student lecture hall. There's no chair on the table there. That I'm querying because I don't think they can qualify for a level lecture hall. And we don't have chairs at table at all. Is that correct? Yes. As of now. Okay, as of the time you left. Okay. You have chairs there at that time. Okay. For FAA, that's the department now. The FAA, they don't have chairs and tables at all. They use their workshop. Okay, so I have some of those for elect. Say that there's one large hall for elect,
Yes.
and they will need 15 log chairs and desk. So since they have a workshop, all they need to do is to call seats for me and for them to go and do it and use their COS to do so. Okay, so we are getting there gradually. So let me allow the
Good day, everyone. So my question is directed at the first speaker, Mr. Victor Daniel. So while speaking,
No, don't direct questions to a particular person. Just ask a question, any of them can answer.
all right. So while speaking, he mentioned that he had some financial constraints while in school. So I want the graduating students to state or suggest in what way do you think the university can be of help or can, contribute in that regard? What way do you think they can make that burden lighter?
Okay. You should be able to answer that question anyway. Okay. You can answer the question. Okay, allow them to ask the question, all of them. So ask the question, then they can answer it together. And then we ask your daddy and mommy seated if they have questions. They need clarifications from you, they can also ask.
Good afternoon.
But you're not asking questions from them. You can ask questions from them as well. It's not your opinion alone. You can also ask questions. Yes, you are allowed to ask questions.
Good afternoon, Mas. Good afternoon, sirs. Sir, following your interaction with the graduating students, where they shared their experiences and areas needing improvement. Which key concern stood out to you, and how does the university plan to translate this feedback into concrete reforms going forward?
Yes. Okay, let's start with you. That last question is meant for me, so I'll answer that one later.
Okay. So it's Beecroft Daniel. Beecroft. Actually. Okay. What me I just feel is based on general, because I don't want to use specific. I just want to use general. They can be social activities, like more encouragement of social activities, social. How will I put it? How will I put it? Social. I won't call it social guiding, but empowerment, something like that for students. Social empowerment, maybe something there about where they can interact, where they can get, because it will even help the educational sector, because the purpose of education is to impact knowledge. And they're also getting knowledge too. They're also getting knowledge. If it can be maybe a setup of how to do some things, empowering them, giving them the knowledge, giving them the skill, and it will be very, very appreciated for them, because this is a value. It may not be part of the educational sector, but they will be appreciated that they are bringing this value in this school. Wow, really? We even tell their friends that, oh, this is happening in my school. So it will really help draw more attention and give them this ability to do things for themselves. Because basically, it's what then people are looking for. That's why they go into illegal means. That empowerment, if they can get it directly, and many of them may not have the means to pay for it, but if they can get it directly, it will be very much appreciated. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, in order not to waste time, okay, we can.
To buttress what he has said earlier, I believe he's not aware that the school has entrepreneurship school at the back of this GT Bank. So basically, what you're talking about is like, if you can get you right, you mean if students can actually get something they are doing apart from the school activities. So for them to be able to get money for their personal financial stuff and maybe school fees. So as at last month November, so I actually held a program at the entrepreneurships center about entrepreneurship skills and training, which lasts for 3 days, and whereby students came around to learn 9 different skills for themselves. And gladly, we actually we covered many students as at then, and they all were happy because they were able to learn one or two things that can fetch them. So now, now what I'm saying is that if the only thing we can do now is within ourselves, if we can actually push it out to our students, that okay, fine, this and this is happening on campus. We have this on campus. So many of our students won't complain that they don't have anything they are doing to provide them money.
I feel that some of the financial constraint has been met already. If you want to talk about the school fees, the government has made provision for NEL fund, in which you can get a loan, and then as time goes on, as years goes on, as you're working, you can pay for that. And then concerning entrepreneurship too, the school had already made provisions for that. And I think last year December thereabout, was it December? I think November, December thereabout, they did a program too in school, online course for non-OUites and OUites, in which for the OUites it was free, and non-OUites they had a particular amount of money that they pay. So those ones have been met already. The only things we just need to do is to know how to push it out to other students, to create awareness for other students.
Okay, so we are getting closer to the end. Do you have any question at all? Does anybody have question for us? we have heard of your experiences. You have seen okay, give it to the FM Mama. Okay, so if you have any questions, we'll listen to it. We've heard of your experience, how you think you can solve the problem. But you also have questions, ask, no worry, ask those questions. They can solve the problem. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. I want to ask this question as you are graduates of Olabisi Onabanjo University. What are you going to sell to people you meet about coming here to study? Take a look at this. Come and study at OOU. This brochure was published by students in the Department of Mass Communication. They promoted their school, they promoted their department because they see value and beauty in coming to study here. You are going out as our ambassadors. What is your selling point? We talk about USP. What are you going to sell about coming to study in Olabisi Onabanjo University? Anybody can answer. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So do we have questions? If you have, you can ask the question now so that any question at all. So if you don't, let me ask the Danes, do you have questions for them? No. So you've asked all the questions when they're in school. Okay. Now let me answer some of these things that you mentioned yourself. And I will tell you some of these things can also be sorted out as we go on. It's part of the feedback that I'm talking about. We take some of